Hi,
Marlene,
how are you?
I'm a bit sick.
Sorry?
I'm a bit sick.
Oh no, it's not COVID, is it?
No, I got it from the kids.
Ah,
They
yeah.
were running a congestion.
Mm.
Them last week, and yeah, I caught it.
Yep, that always happens when you have kids because they're going to daycare and they're catching everything from everyone.
Well, you know what? They don't even go to daycare because
Oh,
they're not even immunized with anything.
oh,
Nothing, no injection whenever went into their bodies.
oh. So how are they?
They're not gonna go to preschool because they've never been vaccinated.
Oh
Ever.
wow. Well, fair enough. That's every parent's decision, yeah.
That's right, yes. And the way things are going, I think, they probably do homeschooling. I don't know what she's planning, but they're moving to Canberra, and I'm just doing what I can now until April, until they move to Canberra.
Yeah. Wow. That's a big move. How do you feel about that?
Empty nesters.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
feel like an empty nester again?
My daughter's in London, and, it's just me and my husband.
Oh. So who's moving to Canberra?
My son, he's already moved there.
Oh, it's your son. Okay.
He already moved there, but the children and the mother will move later on.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. All right. So, I have a few things I wrote down for you over the last 5 days when I was doing my NLP course because I thought of you when they
How
said that.
was it?
Sorry?
How was your course?
It was so good. It was so
Amazing.
good. Yeah. I got rid of so much, I got rid of all my anger.
Lots of fire because you're Aries.
Yeah. But it was too much, Joy. Like I would just see my ex and he wouldn't even say anything and I'd get angry. So that's gone
Hurts you
now.
a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What happened?
I did timeline therapy.
Oh, when they collapse time and that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'll walk you through that at some point. But I'm gonna ask you about like what's going on in your life in a minute. But I want you to write these things down because I don't want to forget.
Is it a lot of writing or
You
can I?
know, just a couple of things because I know that you have a few people or that you've had a few people who like keep jumping on calls and keep chatting with you and keep wanting your advice and your energy, but then they're not signing up.
Oh my God, you're so right. I sometimes think if you're a witch because because you know things and you've got this intuition.
Yeah, I do have really good intuition. It's weird. Is it weird?
I know, but I felt it. I felt it in the beginning because when you're in tune with that, you kind of know people who are also in tune.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it takes one to know one, right?
Yes, but it's more than words. It's energy. It's
Yeah.
energy. Anyway, I was just speaking to one lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was so upfront. I don't have any money. But seriously, I found something in her.
Hmm. Yeah. You there? Joy?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm here.
sorry.
Yes, we found like a brown wood on her heart that's going across this way. That's why she's not in flow.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, I don't really have money, but I really wanted to take it out." I said, "I can take it out. Well, take maybe more than 90 minutes, and we probably have a few sessions." And she said, "That's the problem. I don't have any money."
Yeah. You know what? Money's never the real problem.
Well, yes. So I was doing my intuitive. I've got my pendulum here, and it said that I should offer her $1,000 for 5 sessions. That's my offer.
Yeah, you can definitely offer that. So, so what I wrote down for you was about ecology. Do you know the term ecology?
Yes, it's like the environment.
Yeah, like the well-being of not just you but everybody, right? So when you have a situation like this, I want you to just be honest with people and say, listen, I understand that you have this issue, right? This thing over your heart, but I have to be honest with you. We're not going to fix it in one session. And
Mm.
I don't want to be the person that keeps you stuck with, one call here, random call there.
She has to jump into my program.
Exactly.
The thing though is that she's doing exactly the same as me, but the setups are different.
What do you mean? She's
She's
doing
doing the chakras as well. She's using the same tools, but yeah, her pricing are different. And yeah, she does painting as well. So she sells her paintings, and yeah, she has an 8-week program about chakras, and she does one-on-one.
Yeah.
Those were the similarities. That's why she got attracted to me, and she got attracted to my post because she can't solve her problem. Sometimes somebody else has to solve for her.
That's it. So I want you to write this down. It's not the resources, it's the resourcefulness.
Yep.
And whatever she's got going on right now, it's probably blocking money from coming towards her.
Oh, yes, yes. That's the main issue. That's her main thing. And she thought it was regarding her sexual abuse when she was a child, or she thought it was about the base chakra, but it wasn't. And it wasn't the sacral, the abuse. I checked.
Yeah.
So it's in her heart.
Yeah. So if you think about um like what this will do for her to heal this, if she's able to heal this, and you ask her, if you're able to heal this, if you're able to get rid of this, what would it mean for your life? What would it mean for your business? What would it mean for your income? What would it mean for your confidence? And just get them to tell you.
Yep.
Okay. Let them tell you, oh, like if I could get rid of this, what does it mean? What does it mean for my business? It probably means that, I won't be afraid to ask people to pay, or maybe it means that I'll put myself out there more, or maybe it means that, I could finally achieve this thing. Okay. So keep asking, what would it mean for you, for your life, if we could heal this? So a really good question is, if I could provide you with a solution to remove this problem right now, would that be of value to you?
Yeah.
So sort of like following the sales script, what else? What else would be different? Why else is it important to do this? How else would it affect this part of your life? What about your relationship? What about your children? What about this? What about that? And then you go through it all and you go, great. So how committed are you to seeing this change through? And she'll say, like, I'm a 10 out of 10 committed, Joy. I just don't have the money. And you go, great. So if I could provide you with a solution, would that be of value to you? Yeah, Joy, absolutely. I still want to do it. I just don't have the money. And you go back and you go, yeah, I get that. And then just ask her, do you know any people who have bought like a property? Yeah. Did they have the money up front? Do you have a property? Ask her, do you have a property? Have you ever bought a car, with a payment plan or something? Like, it's okay you don't have the money. People go on payment plans. People make it work. So just ask her, just be like, how much can you put down today? Even if it's $50. And she'll understand that, when people pay, that's a transfer of energy. That's saying thank you for the change that you're going to help me see.
Yeah.
There has to be gratitude. Otherwise, there's no change. There's no real transformation. There's no real transfer of energy. Right? So just simplify and be like, yeah, I totally get it. And then use an example. Have you ever like bought a car or a house or something that you couldn't afford and then figured out how to do it later? I bought property. I had no idea how the fuck I was going to make repayments, but I was like, I'll figure it out along the way. I just worried about getting the deposit down. Great, I got the deposit. Great, now let me see if I'll be approved for a loan. Great, now I got approved for the loan. Fuck, now I got to pay this much every month. Got to make it work. Yeah, so just bring her attention back to now. Just say, all right, yeah, I totally get you. Just trust yourself. Trust yourself that you'll find a way.
Okay.
Tell her, trust yourself that you'll find a way. You don't need to think, 1,000 repayments in advance. You just need to think about the deposit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, how much can you put down today? Okay? And anybody else, any other clients who are going back and forth and, hey, Joy, can I jump on a call with you? And they're not in your program, you just tell
Um,
them.
no, not really.
Okay, great. So with this woman that you're talking about now, just tell her, listen, I don't want to be the person that keeps you stuck. I can already see how stuck you are. I don't want to be the person that keeps you stuck. I want you to have the real transformation that you're looking for. And that means working with me in full capacity.
Yeah.
And tell her, if you're committed to seeing this through for yourself, I'm committed to
So
holding your hand and going through.
yeah. So when do you let it go? When she keeps saying, I don't really have the money. That's it. I don't even have money to pay rent.
Not even a deposit.
Yes, she doesn't have money.
So I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I totally get it. Maybe it's not the right time for you. And let
Yeah.
it go.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, yeah, I totally get it. Maybe it's not the right time for you. When it's the right time for you, you'll know. Because you'll stop at nothing to find a way. Right? How many things have happened in your life, Joy, or in my life, or anybody's life, where it's been like, I don't have the tools for this, but then we're resourceful and we find a way.
Yes, of course.
So it's
But
not about the resources. Yeah. Go on.
yeah, sometimes you don't get the right one, but it's still a stepping stone.
Yeah. So I want you to get more picky with.
She totally looks messed up, by the way.
What do you mean?
She's just not together. Like you can tell she's really broken.
Yeah.
And I
You know
don't know.
what? Sometimes when you let them go, they come back.
Yes, but that means I need to speak to her again because I had to jump into another call. I said, look, we've been here for an hour. At least I found out what's wrong with her, and she totally believed, like she agreed. She
Yeah.
totally agreed with that, even though she said she's done so much work, so much hard work. But I said sometimes it's just like a maintenance thing. You can't solve everything in the one go.
Yeah. I think you could just like if you don't feel like she's gonna do it,
Yeah.
then just send her a message and just um, say, listen, I just want you to know that I really can see and feel how much you need this and how much is broken right now for you. And I want you to know that if you're committed to seeing this through for yourself, I'm 1,000% committed to making sure that I see it through with you. But I also understand that this may not be the right time.
The thing is, I didn't even talk to her about my program.
Okay. So she's saying I can't afford it and she doesn't even know how much it is.
Yes, she's already have the shield.
Okay.
But that's part of the problem, why she's not earning. Why? She's done all the inner work, all the groundwork, with marketing, with painting and everything. How come she's have this problem issue?
Yeah. So I work with I have 90 different coaches, right?
At the moment, right now.
Not clients, but there's coaches that I'm in a network with, right? And I chat with them and hear all their stories and stuff. And the stories I hear, of what they had to do to join this program that I'm in, that I paid $35,000 for, 35,000 US dollars for this program. When I speak to other people and I tell them, tell me your story about how you got in, I've heard all different sorts of things. People that went out and got a freaking credit card for a deposit. People who went and called up a friend and was like, can you pay the deposit for me and I'll pay you back? People make it work.
Yeah, if they really want to, they will.
Yeah. So if she's not ready to let go, sometimes people aren't ready to stop being stuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's serving them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
That's lessons learned. Yes. I was asking her, what's the lesson here? What's showing you? It's here for a reason. Are you ready to let it go? She said, yeah, 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 I'm ready to let it go. But it's still teaching you something. What is it? She still hasn't figured that out.
yeah. So, was this a sales call?
No, it's meant to be a chakra assessment, a 15-minute one. I put myself as, just to do networking, to
Yeah.
meet people, and I got her on my thing. Usually after this will be a second call
Yeah.
just to see if they qualify. She seems like qualifying, but she's blocking the money thing,
Yeah.
which
Tell
is,
her that. Tell her, you know what? I feel like you qualify, but you have a bit of a blockage right now with this limiting belief around you
oh,
can't
she
do it.
definitely knows it's limiting her. It's limiting her relationship. She's not opening up. She even the relationship she just had, she wants to break up because it's her ego saying scared to open up.
Mm. So, so what's the next call?
Well, yeah, we'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch, and I'll think of something for you.
Yeah.
Give me a few days.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you, and yeah. So yes,
So maybe shoot her a message and just be like, listen, I'm trying to put something together for you. I know you said finances are an issue. I'm wondering what's your budget?
yeah,
And if she says I have no money, just be like, you know what? I totally get it. Keep in touch when your situation changes. You know where to find me. Reach out to me.
yeah,
Okay? I want you to cut your losses, Joy.
yeah. No, because I don't want to waste my time as well. If they're not the person, they're not the person. Just
Yeah,
move. There's other
exactly.
people to talk to, and
Exactly.
it's all about the funnel, right? This is funneling people.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're not ready to commit to themselves, it's like with me. I can't work with somebody who want to lose weight. You know the difference between somebody who wants to lose weight and somebody who want to lose weight. They don't
Yeah.
really want it. They want it, but they don't really want it. I can't work with those people.
Yes. Yeah, I totally get it. Oh, a lot of people say, oh, if I live with Joy, I'm definitely gonna lose weight because she's eats so healthy. Then why don't they ask me, like, what do you eat? How do you cook this? I have some friends like that too, like they're stuck.
Yeah.
A lot of people stuck.
So, what do we need to change with oh, also I have something else written down. We'll come back to this because I want to talk to you about the whole sales thing because I want you to start getting better results with your sales calls. I actually want to go through and have you practice on me, one of your sales calls. Okay?
Yeah.
But you asked me last week, like with people who are in your shorter program, when do you talk to them about the longer program?
Yes, yes, that's right.
Yeah. So how long is your program? Your short one?
12 weeks.
12 weeks. Okay, great. So 12 weeks, so that means that around week 10, you're going to have a conversation with them and you're going to help them see their progress.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Okay? And just
Mhm.
be like, you know what? You've changed so much.
Yep.
I see this and this and that. Okay? So
Yep.
help them appreciate the progress they've made.
And does this also include the people who had the pro bono?
Yep,
So all
definitely.
of them.
Definitely. Yeah, you want to upsell them, all of them.
Okay. Yep.
Because remember, like the law of reciprocity says that, like, when you give
Yes.
something for free, people want to give you back.
Yes. I believe that. It's the law of karma as well.
That's it.
Yeah.
So these people that you did pro bono with, they're the best people to sign up.
Okay.
Okay, you just gave them 12 weeks of your time
Hmm.
and energy, right? And
Yeah.
you can remind them of that as well. in a one-on-one call, not in front of everybody else, but remind them of that as well. Just be
And
like,
Mark, can I ask you something? On your 12-week program, do you give your clients one-on-one like weekly, or is it limited
monthly,
just monthly?
monthly, yeah. And the reason I do that is because I want to build a relationship with them as well.
Oh, yes, it's very important.
Yeah, so that when I get to week 10 and I go, hey, let's jump on a one-on-one call. Let's just see how you're finding the program. I can then sell them onto the 12-month program. And tell them, be like, you know what? Like, how have you found the last 10 weeks? Oh, Marlene, my energy's completely changed. The way that I'm thinking about food and losing weight, like, it's just completely shifted. And, like, even though I've only lost like 4 kilos, I feel like it's permanent and this and this and that. And I go, yeah, that's really amazing. You know what other changes I've seen in you? I've seen this and this and this and that. And you just appreciate their progress. And then I'd say, have you thought about working together further? Have you thought about continuing this journey? And then I go back to their goals. I remember in our first session, you said that your ideal weight is 60 kilos. You've made some good progress. There's still another 10 kilos to go there. Have you thought about working together further? And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, I thought about it, or whatever, whatever. And you go, great. I just want you to think about that because, we're going to have another chat about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want you to think about, like, where to from here. We've set some great foundations. This is what I say anyway. I say we've set some great foundations, but the goal here is to have permanent transformation so that by the time you reach your goal, you don't ever need my help again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you find that like after the 12 months, is that they don't really feel like they don't need your help anymore?
It depends. It depends on the person and the journey they're on and the goals they have. Like some people just want to stay with you forever because like the influence that you have and the example that you set and the leadership and the message that you're sharing with them, like they just want to be aligned with that.
So have you had clients who were like 12 months already, but they stayed longer?
No, because I only launched this business 8 months ago. So no, but I'm following my coach's business model. And his business model is, at the end of the 12-month program, he has a retainer.
What's the retainer?
So right now I pay $2,000 a month. It's going to go down to $1,000 a month.
Oh, all right. And then it still continues like that.
Yeah, just continue indefinitely.
Or becomes a mastermind, or does it? You still have a one-on-ones, or what is it?
I only have 6 one-on-ones with him for the entire year for $35,000.
I know you mentioned that.
Yeah. So he hasn't even put it together yet. Like he's putting it together. He's calling it the Pentagon, like an exclusive thing for people who have finished his 12-month program and they want to stay on. So yeah, I'll let you know when he launches it, but we're not there yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know when his 10-day challenge is on as well.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's on the 12th. Actually, you know what? Do you want me to set you up in a chat with him?
Yes. Is it on the 12th of March?
I think so. Somewhere around there. Let me just add you in there. Joy is interested in your 10-day challenge. This will be really good for you to do, not just for your business, but also for you to see like how the challenges are run.
Yes. So does that start on the 12th of March up to the 22nd of March?
Yeah, just message him. I did a 3-way chat with me, you, and him.
And does it usually, is it in the daytime or what time is it? Do you know?
I've never done it before.
Oh, didn't you do it? I thought you did the 10-day challenge.
No, when I signed up with him, it was because his wife was my client.
Right.
And I'd been training her for 5 years, personal training, because she had like 3 kids and she just needed to lose the weight after each child. She looks fucking great now. But when I told her that I was launching this course and that I wanted to do more than just personal training, she was like, oh, my husband Richmond coaches. And I said, I was like, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
And then I went to his boot camp. So sort of like the boot camp that you did with me, but it was a 3-day boot camp. $3,000 for the 3 days.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because I was her friend, she got me in there for just $500. And it wasn't even, she was like, don't even send it to me. She said, donate it to this charity. So I donated $500 to the charity. I attended the 3-day event. And like, because I knew her, I was like, you know what? Like, I trust your husband's not gonna be fooling me. So I
Yeah.
signed up. But the way that he gets 99% of his clients is they do his challenge, then they sign up for his 6-week program, and then they do his 12-month program. I went straight into the 12-month program. So I have not actually seen his challenge before.
Right. That was a very quick decision.
Yeah, but I'm like that. Once I know what I want to do, and I know somebody has the answer, like because he started his business 4 years ago, and he made $50,000 in his first year, and now it's his fourth year. Now he makes $5 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. So I heard that, and I said, if you have the way, then I want to follow it. I want to follow you. And I followed his way, and I made $200,000 in my first 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I really implement everything. Like I'm in the top 5% of his clients now.
Yes. It's special.
It's not that I'm special. It's that most people don't do the work.
Yeah. Oh well. You did the work.
Yeah, exactly. I just implement everything. So, all right. So what's your biggest setback right now with your business?
Uh that's a good question. I'm setting up for the 5-day challenge. I thought about the dates. It's
Great.
on the 28th of March.
Perfect.
And I don't have any setback with talking to people. I like connecting with people.
Great.
I think it's my sales, like you said, and I think it's because something it's not tangible. Because, like for you, you're selling the body that you can see it, right? But something like the spirit. Oh, do I really need it? Oh, there's this thing, but it's everything. The mental health and energy. It's very important.
With
And
those sort of things, um, like where it's not tangible.
yeah,
Well, even like a lot of what I do, it's not all tangible. Like you came to me, you only had a few kilos to lose, right? So a lot of it is mindset stuff. That's what people are really paying for. It's to change from the inside out.
yes, I was drawn to the physical thing because I'd like to be in my body too, not always like spirit.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Oh,
It's
to be
balance.
my program.
Yeah, to be in the body.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. To
Okay.
be to actually work on 100% of all aspects of self. But I already have the awareness. So you didn't have to sell it to me too hard.
Yeah.
I already know about
So
love, self-acceptance. That's what I teach as well. So, it's more like the body. And I know that part went because I wasn't exercising, and yeah, now it's more like balancing everything.
yeah. So
Yeah, like you've worked with a lot of coaches, right? And I'm sure you have some people who are like would work with energy worker, healers, light workers,
I
practitioners.
know coaches who they're a confidence coach. That's all they do.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely not tangible.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that they sell it is even like NLP,
Yeah.
right? That's nothing tangible,
No.
but they're selling you healing. They're selling you a better quality of life. They're selling you happiness. That's like, so the way you want to frame it is, what's the cost of you not doing this? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So for example, if I was like a relationship counselor, for example, I would say, well, what's the cost of you not doing this? You're like, well, I'll lose my relationship. Like the family will fall apart. Yeah, and then I'd be like, is that worth $3,000 to you? Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
And you know how you really could help me? I think it's your fire that you said was too much. And I think I'm more like air and water, and I need that element of fire.
Yeah. So the biggest thing I need you to do for that is to stop buying people's stories. I don't have money. That's just a story.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I need you to be really firm with
Yeah,
people.
that's it, really firm. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Firm and just straightforward with people. Just be like, wow, you're really holding on to this story. How long have you been holding on to this story of you don't have money? Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you don't buy into their story, then you can challenge them on it. And that's really our job as coaches. Not to be their friend, not to go, yeah, life is hard. Yeah, you don't have money. It's to challenge them. That's our job. Their friends will sit there and tell them, yeah, life's horrible. You're so broke. Wow, everything's so tough. Their friends can do that. And you can tell them that. Be like, listen, your friends can say this to you, but I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be your coach. I'm here to challenge you on the things that you are holding yourself back with. How long have you had the story that money is the reason you can't do anything?
yeah,
And ask them, what's the value to you of being able to say, you know what? I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And just ask her, all the things that she said, what's the value of this? What's the value of that? If you were to put a price on this and this and that.
yeah, I like that. If you were to put a price.
Yeah, if you were to put a price on this. And that's why the sales call is all about helping them unravel their pain points without giving them a solution. Because the fact of the matter is, you can't give them a proper solution in the 1 hour.
No.
You're actually going to do them a massive disservice because they're going to think, oh, I have the answer. And then they're going to go and waste another year or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 trying to solve it with that little thing, but that's not the real solution.
Yeah.
To get the real change, they need to do your program. So that's why in sales calls, we don't give solutions. If somebody says to me, oh, Marlene, like I eat so well during the day and then I come home and I just binge, I'm not going to go, oh, you know what my clients do that really works for them? No. I just go, yeah, that must be so frustrating. How long have you been doing that for? Oh, 8 years. I go, wow. You ready to see that change? Yeah, definitely. I never give a solution. I go, what else? What else? What else? What else? Great. Now you've told me everything that you want. Now you've told me all the struggles. So if they say, like if you say to them, what's been standing in your way? And she goes, money. Money's been standing in my way. You go, and then that's when you address it. You go, great. Or you could even bring it up yourself in the sales call. When you go, all right, last time we discussed this, and I understand how much you really want this. Now, what's been standing in the way of you achieving this? Okay? And let her tell you, because this is when they reveal to you their objections.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and bring it up with her. Just be like, you know what, last time, I said this to a client once, actually. I was on a sales call with her, and I was saying to her, like, what's the struggle? And she was like, oh, this. Oh, but what was she saying? I'm trying to remember her phrase. Oh, but it's no big deal. Yeah.
Why did you get into the call in the first place?
Yeah. She kept saying it over and over and over. And then I told her, I said, hey, I'm not sure if you noticed. I said, but in the last half hour, after every time you've told me this is a problem and this is what I want, you finish the sentence with, but it's no big deal. And she was like, have I? And I was like, yeah.
She's ignoring herself.
Yeah, exactly. So just address the elephant in the room. Yeah? Always address the elephant in the room. Hey, I notice you keep saying this money thing, money thing, money thing, money thing. How long have you had this story holding you back for? That money is the reason you can't do anything. How much longer would you like to stay stuck here? with that story.
Mm,
Yeah, don't be afraid to just say things, because
yes.
that's actually our job.
Yes, and we have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose. Like, especially if she's not gonna, if she's already leaning towards making excuses for herself.
Yeah, which was I was surprised. She probably thought, oh, this I want to get something out of it, but I want it to be free.
Yeah.
So I just thought about that, and that's why she says she doesn't have money. And she's probably also trying to see well what I know,
Mm.
how I do the readings and the healing. So she was because it was similar to what she does.
Yeah. So be willing to let people go, Joy.
Yeah.
Be willing to let people go. So a good affirmation that I repeat to myself is, I attract the people who want to work with me and can afford it.
Yes.
I attract people who want and can afford my service.
Because if it's gonna be too hard and they're gonna be difficult, it's not worth it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. If all they're giving you is reasons for why it can't happen, then tell them. Be
Then
like,
it's not gonna happen. Of course, it's not gonna happen. You're blocking yourself.
yeah, so tell them, you know what I've noticed? Do you mind if I, and just say it very calmly, just like, do you mind if I point out something I've noticed? And she'll be like, yeah, sure, what is it? Like, I noticed that you have this story and all these blockages. It's like, how much longer do you want to hold on to these blockages for? Yeah. So if this next call is a sales call with her, don't start solving her problems. Don't offer any solutions.
Yeah.
Keep digging. Remember the problems. What do you really want? Right? What's been standing in your way? Why haven't you gotten there already? And tell her. I mean, you do all the same stuff as me. So I'm curious, why haven't you gotten there already?
Yeah.
So you're getting them to tell you everything.
Yep.
Be like, great, now I know what you want. Now I know why you haven't been able to get there. Now tell me why should we effort to see these results through and go back to what they want? Why? Like, and tell them nothing worth achieving in life is easy. There's going to be roadblocks along the way. So when things get tough, why should we keep doing this? So don't make it about, why should you buy the program? Make it
Yeah.
about, like, because that way you're telling them already, you're assuming that they're already going to do the program. That's how I talk to people. I go, listen, when you do this program, there's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be times when you're going to call me and you're like, Marlene, like, I've had a shit day. I want to give up. So tell me now, what am I going to remind you of why we need to keep going?
Yes. So okay. That's really good. It's really good. But I wanted to ask you about the 5 day challenge. I decided it's gonna be a 5 day challenge.
Good? Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you about the lead magnet because you said have it ready, but I haven't really done it yet. And you gave me an example. So when do I use the lead magnet and what should I be discussing? What's going to be the agenda on the 5 day challenge?
So what is it that okay, so for example, with me, so I do self-love for weight loss, right? But not many people know what that means.
Yes,
So
that's right.
in my 5 day challenge, I want to introduce them to the first 2 points in my 12-step process.
Okay, that's easy. So I've got 7 steps or 8 steps. I'll introduce the 2 steps.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. So you might do 1 or 2. I do 2 because I find it more impactful. And the whole way through the challenge, I tell them, I'm going to share with you as much as I can from my 12-week program that my clients pay $3,000 for, and I'm going to share it with you for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they know.
Yeah. So without me saying it, like, they know now my program is $3,000, and I have clients who have paid and valued my program at $3,000. And these people are getting results because then I show them like a little testimonial video like I showed you.
Presentation. And Marlene, because you use the Facebook, right? Facebook Messenger. Did you just systematically, because you know how you've spoken to some you haven't. Do you just systematically go into your address book and then ask them like, would you like to be in the, like, you know, you converse with them, and then later on, would you be interested in the 5 day challenge? It seems.
So you can do this two ways. So every 3 months, let's say every 3 months, you can do a postcard post that just says, I'm looking, so I'll do one probably next week that says, I'm looking for 10 women who have been struggling with weight and are ready to understand what they need to do to permanently lose it. Who
So
wants
there,
it?
okay, so that's for the challenge.
Yeah. So you could do a post like that because it's your first challenge. Just be like, I'm looking for 5 women or 10 women or whatever, or people, right? It's always good to be more specific because then people feel like, oh, it's for me.
Yes. And I've also calculated, I think I need 10 to 12 people to be in my program to make it really worthwhile. I need 12
In the challenge or in the program?
in the program.
In the program. Okay. So you're probably going
The
to need,
challenge, the challenge would be about 20, because like you said, it loosens that thing.
yeah. So get as many people as you can into the challenge. I'd even aim for 25, 30, just as many as you can.
Yes.
Okay. So do a couple of posts. So you can do a post this week about the challenge and just talk about it directly and be like, I'm looking for 5 women or 5 whatever who've been struggling with this and want to achieve this.
Great. That's very clear. And then for the ones who I already spoke to and the ones who didn't get the pro bono, I'll just invite them directly. Work with me for free. This has come available. It's gonna be for the first time. Work for me for 5 days for free. They
Yeah.
would love that. Yes.
So the message that I want you to send them, and write this out if you can,
Yeah.
is hey Susan,
Mhm.
I remember you put your hand up for my pro bono offer X weeks ago.
Yep. Mhm.
Now you've spoken to these people before? Have you
Yeah.
spoken to them? Great.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
so do you remember what their pain point was?
Oh no, I haven't spoken to them. It's just Facebook Messenger.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, so just say, hey, I remember that you were interested in my pro bono, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, I couldn't pick everyone, but, or you can say, because of this, I'm running this 5 day challenge.
Yes.
It's free, and I wanted to ask you first if you want one of the guest spots.
So what does that mean when they're getting? Did you want the guest spots?
That's just something to say. You're gonna do it for free, so everybody's gonna come for free.
So it just makes it sound special when
Yeah.
you say, did you want to get the guest spot?
Yeah. Just be like, I have 5 guest spots. Would you like one?
Mm-hmm.
And then jump onto their Facebook page, onto their personal page, and go to their last post and comment something nice about it, something relevant. And then put, P.S. I sent you a private message.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're going to do a post that specifically says, I'm looking for X number of people. So remember your I help statement. So mine is, I help women transform their bodies through self-love, not diets.
Yes.
So I'm looking for 5 women who have struggled with weight loss and self-love or self-worth and want to learn how to lose it permanently. Okay?
Mhm.
So a statement like that, simple postcard post, you'll have some people put their hands up, right? And then the next week, I want you to do another postcard post, but with the lead magnet. So the lead magnet is just a way to get people to put their hand up and say, yeah, I'm interested in this, which means that I have the problem you're trying to solve.
And the lead magnet could be as simple as what you have given me as an example.
Yeah. Or you see, I might take that same cheat sheet this month and I might just read it on a video. Just put it up on my wall and just record a video and be like, these are the tips.
Okay. Can I just get this phone call? Hi, Marcus. Hello? Hi. Hello, Marcus? Okay, he's not responding. All right. Oh. Hello? Hey, Marcus. Good. So, is it okay today? Is 4:30 okay? Yeah, all right. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, bye. So, yeah, so the lead magnet, so another postcard post saying I'm still looking for 10 people.
Yeah, don't say still. So you can do one thing, I'm looking for 10 people here, and next week you don't even mention the challenge. You just say, I use this cheat sheet, or these 3 steps helped me blank, and then fill in the blank. So something that your clients struggle with.
Oh yes, help me.
Yeah.
And then the struggle.
Yeah, and then say in this much time. So for example, I used or I implemented these 3 steps to lose 40 kilos in 12 months.
Okay. Yep. Because a lot of them, even though they've got like mental chatter, they want that to end immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would be the benefit of the mental chatter ending?
Clarity, focus, efficiency.
Good. And what's the effect of that?
Healthy. While you're grounded, you're in your core, you can make decisions.
Yeah.
You're happier.
So yeah, so you can say I use these 3 steps or 5 steps or whatever, or tips or whatever you want to call it, to end the mental chatter and finally get clarity and momentum in my life.
Yeah.
And like it's always good to put a time in there, so you can say like numbers are good, right? So
Yeah.
you might say I use this 3-minute video to overcome mental chatter that I'd struggled with for a decade and finally get some forward momentum. Who wants it?
Oh, okay. So it could be a video that I'm sending.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying earlier, that the cheat sheet that I sent you as an example of what I do, I'm going to take that same cheat sheet and I'm going to record a video of me pretty much reading it. And then I'm going to do another postcard post and say, who wants my 5-minute video with the tips on how I lost 45 kilos? It's the same shit.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So you got to learn to repurpose stuff, because like people aren't on my Facebook page waiting for me to post something. Oh, I'm waiting for Marlene to post something. I might post something, they don't see it.
I know they don't, like, it's amazing how people don't see it.
So you got to repurpose it.
It can be going for 3 weeks, and some people say, Joy, I didn't see it. I didn't see your post.
Yeah.
When was your birthday? When was this thing that you're giving for free? It never got to me.
Yeah. That's why I send people messages and I say to them, hey, I think you missed out on my giveaway last month. Would you like to know what it is? And it could be the same giveaway that I've been using for the last 6 months, but just somebody hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I will post the same post, so that the post about my, how I lost 45 kilos, who wants this cheat sheet, I reposted that again maybe a month later because it had such good engagement. I had like 80 people put their hand up. So I reposted it again and I said, who missed out on this? Simple.
Yeah.
Did you miss this? And I had more people be like, yeah, I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. Okay.
All right. So from now, like, I'm going to be putting a postcard post about the challenge, and also messaging people, 20 people a day you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
20 people a day.
Yeah. So write one message, and the message might be,
It's the same thing over and over, right?
Yeah.
And
So
for how many days do I, like 20 people per day,
14 days for 14 days
days for 14 days?
or 10 business days. Yeah.
All right, so I have time to make it on the 28th of March.
Yeah. So of the 200 people that you chat with, let's say 40 respond, and of the 40, you get 20 into the challenge. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
So you can simply send 20 people a message every day and just be like, and send them to people who are like in your target market, of course. And you can just say, hey, I noticed you missed my last giveaway. Would you like to know what it is?
Yeah. Okay. And
Okay.
I think you know what I'm doing. I've got like 2 different channels. One are just ladies for beauty, like awaken your inner beauty, and the other one's awaken your chakras with color.
Yeah.
So if I do the challenge, I'm gonna create something, maybe our world of awakening or something, so both can go inside.
Yeah. I think
Because it's non-binary,
meaning.
meaning it can be for men or women.
Oh, okay.
I'm not only working for women, I work with men too.
Yeah. Great.
Non-binary.
So so get specific about your niche in terms of just what it is that they're struggling with.
Yeah, mostly mental chatter, and they want to awaken.
Yeah. Okay. So
Process-
that's okay. Put your lead magnet together.
yes.
Start
Put
messaging 20
background, create something. Yeah, I'll create something from Canva, and then I'll do the lead magnet, all the video. I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah. So do it written, and then you can just record the written, and now you got the video. Okay.
All right. Hi. Hi, Rosa.
Bye.
Hi. Hi, Joy.
Bye, lovely. Hey, Rosa. I'm gonna
Yeah.
end the
Sorry,
meeting.
Marlene.
Yeah.
The recording.
Yes, that's why, Rosa. I'm gonna end the meeting and start it again. Yeah. So I can
Okay.
send it to her. Okay.